Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Planet for Tech. I hope you all are doing great and learning lots by watching all the continuous episode of series Python Beginner to Master. So guys, till now we have completed 25 episode of this series and today in the 26th episode I am going to describe you the new topic. That new topic is file handling. So let's see how we handle the file in the Python and what those predefined methods available in the Python. So those we are going to understand it one by one. So let's start it. I hope you can see my screen. So you can see to handle the file in Python, we need creating and reading and updating and deleting. So these four operations basically we perform in respect to a particular file. So to perform these operations, so there are predefined method available in the Python. So those methods are nothing but the open method. So open method is used to open the particular file. So there are different modes. So we will look each and every mode one by one in a practical way. And the second method is the read method. So read and read line methods both are used to read the particular file. There are slight difference to that we will look. So the read method and read line method, these both functions are used to read the content of the particular file. Now next function is the write function. So the write function is used to write the content in the particular file. So there are one mode we have to pass. So that mode is what? Append mode or write mode. So append mode means whether we want to add the content at the end of the file, and W means we want to override the content. Now the next function is remove function. So there are two functions, remove and rmdir. So these two functions we use. Remove function we use for deleting the file, and rmdir we use to delete the particular folder. And the last we can see the close function is there. So with the help of close function, we definitely close the file handler whatever we have open for reading purpose. So it is a recommended we should close the file once the operation is performed. So we should call this close function at the end of the particular file handling code. So let me show you all these function in working way by one example in the VS Code. So let me start the VS Code. So guys, you can see my screen here. So I have started the VS Code and I'm going to create one notepad file here. In that file, I'm going to write some content and I will try to read that content with the help of Python. So I'm going to show you the example with the notepad file only. However, you can use other file as well. But for simplicity, for understanding the concept, I'm going to use the notepad file only here. So you can see demo file.txt text file I have created here. I'm going to write some content here. Hello. I am demo file like that. So this content I have written in this file. Now I'm going to open this file for reading purpose. So to open a particular file, what we need? We need open function, that is open. So this function basically opens the existing file. So I'm going to give the path. So the path is what? The name of the file, because this file is inside this particular directory. So we need to pass only the file name. If you want to read the file from other place, so you have to give a complete path like this, C colon and the name of the folder, demo folder, and in that you have to give the file like demo file txt. So this way you have to pass the complete path, then only you can read the particular file. But right now we have this file in the same directory, so we don't need to follow this approach. We are going to simply pass the name of the file here. So we can see the name of the file is demo underscore file.txt. So this is the file, and as I have told you, we have to pass the file opening mode. So we have definitely four different type of modes here. So going to show you those modes. So you can see here, so we have the mode like R means reading mode. We are going to open the mode file for reading purpose. So this is the default mode. If we are not passing any mode, so by default it is going to be considered as R mode. And A means append mode. We are opening the file to appending something there, and W means write and X means create. So there is a slight difference you can see here. However, we have these four modes, but only the first mode you can see here. So there is a some if condition, if the file is not available, so then how this mode will behave. So that is the point we have to understand. So you can see here in case of R, it opens a file for reading and it gives error if that does not exist. So you can see here, in case of R mode, if the file is not exist, so it gives the error. But in case of A and W, you can see it creates the file if does not exist. So mode A and W is used to create the file if those are not exist. But mode R and X always gives the error if the file not exist. You can see here. So this point, guys, you have to remember for interview point of view, because this is bit different than other one. So you can see here. So if you are using the R and X, so you have to make sure the file is already exist. Otherwise, it will give you the error. And if you are using the app mode A and W, it means you don't need to worry about the file. If the file is not exist at particular location, so it is going to create the file first, then after it is going to perform the action. So this is all about the four different mode being used with the open method. Apart from these four different mode, you can see there are additional modes as well. So for what purpose we use the additional mode? So the additional mode are nothing but the text and the binary. So basically the files whatever we process are going to be stored in a text format or in a binary format. So we can pass these two options as well, text and binary. So binary is basically used for reading the image kind of file in a binary format, and T is basically used for the reading in a text format. So by default this T mode is always available, and B mode we need to pass it externally. So let me show you one by one this how we can use this here. So I'm going to use the R mode just to open the particular file here. So you can see here this code I have written here. So F is the file handler, you can say, and open function I have used. Now I'm going to read this content. So to read the content, what we need f dot read. So this read function we need to read the content of that particular file. Now I have to print the content. So let me make it inside one variable, or else yeah, let me make a variable content, and in that I'm going to print this content, print, and content. Now you can see here, so this content I'm going to print in line number 3. Let me run it and show you like how this works. So you can see here I'm able to read the content here. Hello, I am demo file. So this content I have written where in the notepad file, you can see here. So this is the content. If I'm going to modify this file, this is line number 3. So this line I have added. Now let's see this new updates are showing there or not. You can see this is showing there as well. So it means it is synced properly and it is reading the file properly. So we have understood this read mode, and let's suppose you want to write something here, and if you are trying to write it in a read mode, then how what it is showing error. So let me show you. F dot write, as I have told you, write function we use basically to write the content in the existing file. So here I'm going to write one content here, demo write text, like this. So now I'm going to run it. So you can see, guys, here it is showing it is not writable. Why this error is coming? This is because we have opened the file in the read mode. So when we are opening the file in a read mode, so we are not supposed to write content there. That is why it is giving the error there. So if this is a if this is a situation you want to open the file and you want to write as well, so that time it is recommended to use in a proper mode, that is the write mode, W mode. Now it is going to allow you to write the content there. So let me show you. So this time you can see uh, we are able to write, but one more error is come here. You can see that is f dot read, as we have opened the file for the write purpose, but we are reading there, so it is not possible. So how we can do that? So for that, basically we need to give the proper mode, then only we can do the read and write mode, read and write operation together. So we need to open the same file again for reading purpose. So for that, what I'm going to do here, so let me have the same file once again here. So you can see here in the line number 2, I am just writing the content to the file, and in the line number 4, again I am opening the same file and reading the content here. So this time it should not give the error. Let me show you the content here. Yes, let me make the clean. But second time we have to give the mode as read mode. Then only we can read it, otherwise not. So you can see here it is showing us the demo write text. But you have noticed one thing, like whatever content we have already written, that is gone away. Why this is happening? This is happening because we have opened this particular file. You can see here demo file.txt. We have opened this file in write mode, and we have used the mode as a W. So when we use the W mode, then what it does, it just overwrite all the content of the particular file. You can see here. So A means what happened at the end of the file, and W means what override the existing content and start writing from the beginning. So here we have used the W mode. W mode means it is going to override the existing content and will start from the beginning. If we are using the append mode, so it is going to append the content at the end of the file. So let's suppose demo file line 3. So this content we have already in this file, and I'm using the append mode, so it is going to add the new line there instead of overwriting the existing one. You can see here, so the first two lines were already there, and the last third line just added right now. So this way, guys, we can open a particular file to write purpose, but we have two different mode. You have to make it sure like you are using the A or the W mode. So here you can see A mode we use for the purpose of appending the at the end of line, at the end of the file, and W we use just to override the content. Now come to the next point, that is the read and read line. What is the usage of read and read line? So read function basically we use to read whole the content of the particular file, and read line we use to just read the particular first line. So let me show you the example of read line here. So if here you can see uh, now here you can see I have used the read function. So read means what? It is going to read complete whole file. So let me show you how it is behaving. You can see this time it is showing all the three lines here, the first, second, and third line. But if we are using the read line, then it is going to give us the first line only, because read line returns only the first line. So what should we do if we want to read the complete line, complete content with the help of read line? So for that we need to have this read line multiple times this way. So you can see here three time I have used the read line. So every read line is going to give us the uh, first line, one line. So let me show you. Now you can see here it is giving us demo write text, and after that demo file line 3. Only two times it has given. So this is not the recommended approach to use the read line multiple times. However, we can use the looping concept here to read the complete file. So that also we can do it here. So for that we can use the while loop, and we can read the content there. So this is what about the read line. One more thing you have noticed here, number of lines we can pass to the read method. If you want to read first two lines only, so you can pass the number 2 there just to read the first two lines. So let's suppose if I am going to use it like this, read, and I'm passing here 2, so it is going to read only two lines. It is not going to read more than two lines. Let me remove the new line here. Now see, it is just giving the DE. Why DE? You can see here. So this is the D and E. This, so it is going to give us only two characters there. So it's sorry, it is not a number of lines, it is number of characters actually. It's not lines. Yes, so it returns us the number of characters only. Now let's see the remove and RMDIR function. So remove function is used to remove the file. Let me show you. So if I am going to use remove. So remove function is not available publicly. So for that we need to import one OS module here. Import OS module. Then after we can use this OS module to remove the particular OS file. So os.remove, and we need to pass the path. So I'm going to pass this path here. So you can see once this code will get executed. So let me execute this here. So you can see here it is giving one error. The error is what? The process cannot access the file because it is being used by another process. So why this is coming? So this is the point I just wanted to show you, like what mistakes we basically do while doing the programming. So you can see here in this particular code, in this line number 4, we are just we have opened the file just to read, and after that we have not closed it. What it means? It means the file is still being accessed by the handler F. So before deleting any file or before doing another operation, we have to remove, we have to close the existing file handler. So here we have to close it first, F dot close. Then only we can perform another operation in this particular file, otherwise not. So guys, you have to make a note here. So if you are performing some operation in the opened file, so you have to close it first before performing another operation. So here I'm going to close it, then after I'm going to remove it. So this way you can see here. Now this time it should work properly. You can see here it is done. Now we can see the file is deleted or not. So here you can see, let me show you the dir command there. So you can see the file is not showing. The file is not showing here. It means that file is deleted properly. So this way guys, we can delete the existing file with the os.remove method. In the similar way, you can use the rmdir to remove the folder. So that I'm not going to describe in this episode. You can try it from your side. So I'm going to attach these notes in the description of the video. So for this episode, this much guys. And in the next episode, I'm going to describe you some other concept of Python. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching.